At 2057, we received an anonymous 911 call. Caller said that an armed man was threatening the owner of Mardi Gras World inside the warehouse. Now look, this place is big. So I want all the exits covered. Who do I gotta sleep with to get a marker around here? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're rolling ETA 2
Oh, just let me have those last 3 tequilas, man.
You gonna blow donuts. You do that on Blue Ball.
Well, I want you at karaoke tonight. I was on my game.
I gotta hear you talk all day. Why the hell would I want to listen to you sing all night?
What were you doing, cop?
Nothing special. There's a hole in my vest.
You want the Pentagon budget? Go back to the desert. You're in New Orleans now, baby.
Just point!
Heads up.
What do we have here? Robbery going bad. All right, let's fan out.
Boulet.
NOPD! NOPD, come out! You and the wizard! NOPD, come out! Hands where we can see them now! Go! Don't shoot! I ain't done nothing! Put your hands behind your back. I was just sleeping here, honest. Ask Mr. Pearl. He said it's okay.
Mr. Pearl, fat guy, little mustache?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he's a little dead right now.
I was just sleeping, man. Look, I can't do it no all this rain. I can't. All this rain, I can't do it no more out there, man. I'm homeless.
Hold up for me. Hey, little boy, I got this. What the hell, Marlon?
Hey, hold up, guys, all right? I got it, okay?
Please, officer, you gotta believe me. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
You don't recognize me.
You're the police.
Come on, man. You don't remember me? Look at me. Come on, man. Look at me.
You saved me, man. You saved my life in the storm. My shopping cart's out there. Everything I own's in it.
You got bigger worries than a shopping cart. What's your name?
Owen.
Owen what? Hey.
Yo, give him time to think, man.
About his name?
Giles.
So you were crashed out in the float, right on? And then there was gunfire, and there was death, and you didn't hear anything, and you didn't see it, right? Is that what you're saying?
Nuh-uh.
And then we came in for you, and we yelled NOPD about 50 times, and you didn't hear that either, huh?
I was scared, man. I didn't... I was bugging out. I mean, I didn't know what was happening.
No, I think you did. I think you saw the whole thing, Alan.
Hey, hold back, all right?
Maybe Mr. Pearl told you to split, that you can't sleep here anymore. And guess what? Maybe you killed the guy that... Hey,
Cop!
Someone book this guy. You saved him. You rescued him, okay? And that's got to be a little weird. But there's no reason why you should be cutting him slack at a crime scene.
You're all about the slack when it's you the one that's getting it, right?
Meaning what?
You swam out of that prison and started over fresh. I cut you a break.
Mm-hmm.
You think second chances start and end with you?
Hey, Cap. Here it is. Fresh out the oven.
911 operator. What is your emergency?
He's got a gun. He's just waving it. He's pointing it. My God, would you hurry? Somebody's gonna get killed.
I just spoke with the janitor and the assistant manager, the only two employees who were working tonight. Both of them left hours before the shooting, and their stories check out.
Then who called this in?
What about our Vicks?
Owner, Walter Pearl, 52.
And our would-be robber?
Low-level thug. James Barnett, 27. Couple petty thefts, a bar fight. Also, I checked out Owen Giles, the guy we found on the float, just to be safe. He's clean.
Hey, Cap. Can I have a word with you? Look at that.
That'll be a shotgun.
They're only 4 feet apart. A shotgun at close range should have blown Pearl clear into the floats. Check this out. Mr. Pearl has hair on his arms, but not on his wrists. Almost like it's been ripped off.
So?
It's adhesive, Boulet.
So you're saying he was taped up?
Let's just say that there was a third shooter. He tapes up Pearl, and he waits on Barnett. Barnett comes in, bang, he shoots Barnett with Pearl's gun. Then he takes Barnett's gun, and he shoots Pearl. He places the guns back in their hands, and he tries to make it look like a robbery gone bad.
Talk about taking a leap. Now, why would he do that?
I don't have the why. But the who?
Gonna give me a problem.
Go with him.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Anybody here? Knock, knock. Anybody home?
What's going on?
Oh, my stomach's growling. What's going on? How about a praline?
I'm sorry, this isn't a retail store. We don't have a license to sell to the public.
Oh, well, I ain't the public. I serve the public. Now, I'd like for you to serve me. Please.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
They find Owen's shopping cart yet?
Leave it alone, cop.
That's what you're saying they did.
Maybe it was stolen.
Had really nice clothes for a homeless guy, partner.
So now you're an expert on homelessness? Maybe you had a little pride.
I got you 2 kinds here, officer. Hope you enjoy them. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes, actually. Could you repeat after me? He's got a gun. He's waving it. He's gonna shoot somebody. Somebody's gonna get killed. Let's take a walk.
And you sure they can't see me?
We're positive, Mr. Azabian.
Do you see the man you saw waving a gun at Walter Pearl standing before you right now?
Yeah. Number 2.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Get rid of everybody except 2.
I'm going in. You lied to me. Why'd you kill him, Owen? Huh? Why'd you kill him?
What are you doing, man?
I saved the life of a killer. You're gonna die in prison. Owen kills Barnett and Pearl. He was about to split when he saw us roll up and realized that he would get caught if he tried to run. So he rolls himself around on the dirty floor, scuffs himself up, hides in that float and makes up that story.
Boulet, just let it go.
You were right. I couldn't see it. Didn't let myself. This one's on me.
You bet your ass it is. Open and shut. Try open and open wider, Marlon. They're called legs. They connect my ankles to the rest of me.
Hold on, Lindsay. What's the problem? We have a witness that puts Owen at the crime, and then 5 minutes later, we've got 2 dead bodies.
When your witness learned he had to testify, he developed acute amnesia. He lawyered up and left. You'll be lucky to get him to remember his own name.
Can't you subpoena him at trial?
Impressive, yes, but I can't torture him with electric shock to make sure he tells the truth.
What about physical evidence, huh?
Prince?
No, they couldn't lift me.
Huh. Okay. Let's see. Big gun should have blown Pearl across the room. He couldn't have crawled along the floor while dying, wound up in a different spot. Traces of adhesive on Pearl's wrists. Low? He worked in a warehouse. He probably used tape all the time. Now, I could go on, but I'll cut right to motive because it's always nice when a killer has one, which in this case he doesn't. Bail hearing's in 5 minutes. I say we bail.
No, we can't do that.
Bail, bail, bail. Don't do this to me, Marlon.
Lindsay. We know he did this. So no probable cause to keep. No probable cause.
Yeah, with the added benefit of me getting my ass handed to me on a plate.
Lindsay.
Come back to me with a witness or some hard evidence, Boulet, or let it go.
Excuse me, officer. I need some fresh air.
Double homicide. Premeditation. You're going down, Owen. Make no mistake.
Well, Officer Boulet, at least you'll be there to pull me right back up again.
Here's what I should do. I should pay that fool that owned the prowling company a visit. Take an egg beater to his face. We got no witnesses, we got no evidence, we got no motive.
It was a robbery. Motive's money.
No. See, that's what Owens wanted us to believe it was. Walter Pearl defending his warehouse against James Barnett armed robbery. Except it don't make sense, because Mardi Gras world ain't a cash business.
So what was Barnett doing there in the first place?
We find out what Barnett was up to. We know what Owen was up to.
Love Tap said he lived with his girlfriend, right?
I don't know what he was doing there. James went a lot of places, had a lot of friends.
Maybe he's making a down payment on the float. You know, that giant hermaphrodite mermaid could really enhance the front lawn.
No, if you just want to make jokes, I got to get to work.
Really? I thought you might have worked here. Running a pawn shop, maybe.
That stuff ain't stolen if that's what you thinking.
Until now, we weren't.
They're presents.
Yeah. 10 of the same cell phone? I hope you got gift receipts. Hey, man. All this right here, this come from stores in the neighborhood.
It wasn't a racket. James provided a service. Made sure they were safe. He had a good heart. When they didn't have the money, he would get this junk instead. Owners didn't mind him. Because James treated him better than the guy he used to collect for.
Owen Giles?
How'd you know that name? James wasn't a bad person. He wasn't. Not when you really knew him. But Owen Giles, no mercy. If somebody missed a payment, he'd break both their thumbs. Missed 2 payments, he'd torture store. We thought he was dead, you know. Guess that bastard survived somehow.
Homeless.
So after the storm, he leaves town like everyone else. He holds up in Jackson or Houston or wherever. 2 years later, the FEMA checks run out. He comes back into town. He finds out that Barnett took over his business.
And when he doesn't give it back, Owen takes it. Let's see what hole this rat's gonna run up into now. No, not Angelo's.
You know?
Yeah. He's been serving me ice cream since I was a kid. Pickle peach. Makes it special for me.
You said pickle peach.
You don't use the skin, man. You just use the inside. Come on.
Are you going to harass him?
I'm going to investigate.
Hold on a second, man. Boulet.
What?
Look, man, this guy's not a punk, man. He's a player. And if our case isn't airtight and our conduct's over the top, then Owen's $500 hour lawyer is going to make sure that he walks again and again.
I won't do anything stupid. So you're not gonna pay for that ice cream? All of it? Hey, Angie, you handing out free cones now?
No, it's just he came by last week and there had no change for him, so I told him to come back anytime.
Excuse me.
I know why you killed Jimmy Barnett, but couldn't figure out why you kept Walter Pearl till just now. Not that he wouldn't, or couldn't pay you. You just wanted to send a message to the stores on your racket that I'm back. It's gonna be just like the old days.
Well, you're right about one thing. I am back.
Not for long. You see, the people here, they know me. And they trust me a lot more than they're afraid of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't move.
Marlon, please.
Angelo, if you tell me that man is threatening you, extorting you, harassing you, I will slap cuffs on him and you will never see him again. I promise. And you know I keep my promises. Hey, don't look at him. Look at me. Because I can protect you.
I don't need protection. There's no problem here.
Can I go, sir? My ice cream's melting.
Go. Get out of here.
scoop of pickled peach?
I've been coming here every Sunday since I was 5 years old.
I know.
I bring my family here, my daughter, and you're gonna stand there and lie to me when I'm trying to help you?
How you gonna help? Arrest him? You did that. We're not blind, Marlon. We see. We listen. Courts are so messed up they can't give jail time to murderers. Thugs just keep their mouth shut for 60 days and they walk.
Hey, I know what a 60-day homicide is.
Then don't be surprised when folks my side of the counter keep their mouth shut too.
It ain't surprised I'm feeling, Angelo.
They're scared, Boulet. It's only human. Don't take it personally.
No? And why am I out here busting my ass every day? And man, it's one thing when the courts screw up and let a guy like Owen go free, but with Angelo, my friends, when they don't stand up, why should I keep risking my lives to protect a city when no one's got the guts to help me?
Because they don't have the guts to help you.
Man, don't be pretzeling up my logic.
Look, cops run towards all the crap that everyone runs from. That's what we do. Plus, what else you can do with your life?
I don't know. Flip burgers, sell cosmetics.
Cosmetics? Okay.
Look, just an example.
Look, Boulet, go home, spend some time with Ayana and Tony. Forget about this thing for a little while.
Yeah. Ayana did say she was gonna fry some catfish tonight. Nice bottle of wine, good music.
There you go. Hey, you be all right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll be fine. Sit down. Going back out.
What are you talking about, Marlon? I got a hot day with a cold tequila.
Did I say not to sit? Come on, strap your guns back on.
Our shift just ended.
Well, little boy, you're working overtime now. We got a bunch of arrests to make.
Who?
Don't worry about it. Bring extra zip cuffs. Come on. Oh.
We're closing up here, Marlon.
You see a protection certificate anywhere? Walls, doors?
What?
Neither do I. And that's a violation of Service Code 17. When's the last time your thermometers were calibrated?
My thermometers? What? What is going on here, Marlon?
So you're harassing an officer. Now I said turn around. Look, Cap. Round up the owners on that list. That's all the shops on Owen's racket.
You sure you want to do this, Marlon?
Hey, you take the prey, you starve the predator. And don't forget about that praline shop. Come on, let's go. And lock up here when you leave.
This is insane.
I know. Just keep moving, all right?
Obstruction of justice. You can't arrest us for that.
Hell, I can. You have information that'll help me capture a criminal, and you are deliberately withholding it from me.
I have friends on the city council who will take care of all...
Whoa. Are you threatening me, Audrey? Me? A few years back, when your store was getting robbed, I didn't camp out on your doorstep till I caught that guy. And Harry, huh? When your son fell in with the wrong crowd, I didn't talk to him and get him back on track. I'm your friend. I'm on your side. Hey, quiet! All of you. Because that's what you're good at, right? Keeping your mouth shut You let Owen Giles rip you off in exchange for protection. That ain't living free. The difference between his cage and mine is in mine, he can't hurt you because you're all here together. Now, if you all speak up, if you all stand up, stand with me, take the stand and testify against this punk, it will be you who he can't touch. Lindsay. This lady is Lindsay Swan. She works with the district attorney's office.
Look, I understand your apprehension. We all do. That is why my office is willing to arrange protection for you. We can arrange secure transportation to and from court, relocation during trial.
We don't want to relocate.
Yeah.
Look, this is our home.
Which is why I'm looking into better options. But right now, given the city's tight budget...
What about our budget?
I think you don't want a solution. You enjoy your cage. Enjoy the night.
Enlighten me, because I'm curious. Where in the police manual does it say it's okay to smoke out a bad guy by putting a bunch of law-abiding citizens in the slammer?
It was for their own protection. All right, it was the only way that I could meet with all of them without putting any one of them in Owen's crosshairs.
But jail?
Okay, maybe that was a little drastic, but
A
how
little
else?
drastic. Yeah, the mayor, the Chamber of Commerce, and the city council would say yes! And where were you doing all this?
I was just following up on some leads.
These leads bring you to a bookstore?
No, sir.
That's too bad, because you need to buy a dictionary and find out what the word partner means. I may have to run this squad now, but I haven't forgotten what it means to have my partner's back.
Owen's protection racket got outed big time. This could make him less effective.
I'm more concerned with making you less effective. You're off the case, Boulet.
What?
You should feel lucky you're not off the payroll. Now go on and get out of here.
You saved a guy, Boulet, who's bad. Get over it.
Yeah, this isn't about the guy I saved. It's about the guy I didn't.
What are you talking about?
That day, there was another guy on the roof with Owen. My boat was taking on water, so I could only take one at a time.
Anybody hurt? You guys okay? I can't take both of you, okay? I can only take one of you, okay? Just one of you. You, come get on the boat. If I take both of you, the boat will take on water. What you saying? I need you to stay right there. Please, you can't leave up here no more. Don't leave me. I'll come back. No more, please. I'll come back for you, I promise, okay? For how long? How long? 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I promise I'll be back, okay? Just hold on. Hold on. I promise. I'll be back. 10 minutes, I promise. Hold on tight, all right? Hold on!
I came back 20 minutes later.
Hey, where are you? Hey! Hey! Hey, where'd you go? Oh, no. Oh, no.
The other guy had drowned. Must have slipped. Hit his head or something.
Yeah, well, that's not your fault.
But I think about it a lot. Even before all of this. What kind of job he had. If he had a family. Kids. I took Owen and left him to drown. And now more people are dead because of the choice that I made.
So this is where it happened.
Owen's going down. He doesn't know who he's dealing with.
Hi, this is the Boulet family. Please leave a message.
Hey, Boulet family. This is Daddy Boulet. And I am one hungry daddy. I'll be home for dinner in a few. Kisses.
All units in the vicinity of 135 Royal, 3-alarm blaze. NOFD request assistance.
Boulet, copy.
Police coming through, excuse me. Police coming through. Excuse me, police coming through, excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh my God.
Angie, what happened? I don't know. I was just close enough.
Why? This is everything I have. Come on.
I promise, I swear I will find him.
I don't care about him. What about me? Why am I gonna live? I thought you were my friend. You did this. You made this happen. Go! Go!
Come on.
Why'd you lock the door?
Oh, hey, I hadn't even realized I'd done it.
Oh, I just came to tell you that Tawny's sound asleep. She's all settled in.
Good.
She's really asleep. You okay?
I'm fine. I just gotta catch up with Cobb and finish up some work we started. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure, all right.
I love you. Give me that. Keep him right there. Get your ass up.
You're finished. When we get to the station?
We ain't going to the station.
Who are you? I'm Marlon Boulet's partner. Me and you need to talk.
Ain't nothing to talk about. Please, go.
Miss Boulet's special batch?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to me, it's fine, but he's not going to need this anymore.
I could lose everything. Like Miss Beckman next door.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But anything worth fighting for when there's risks involved, Angelo.
What do you mean about that ice cream?
Listen, if nobody stands up with Boulet on this, he'll fight this battle on his own. No matter what the cost. And if he does, I don't like his odds.
Hello?
Ayana? Trevor Cobb.
Oh, yeah, hi. What's going on?
Nothing. Look, is Marlon around?
Oh, what do you mean? He said he was with you. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. We just must have crossed wires. He's probably waiting for me at this other place.
Didn't you try his cell?
No, I didn't. I'm going to do that next, though. But listen, I'll tell him to give you a buzz, okay, as soon as I catch up with him, all right?
All right. Thanks.
All right, you have a nice night.
Yeah, you too.
Get out.
Hey, Cap.
Where the hell are you? Are you bringing in Owen or what?
Yeah, listen, we got him. We're bringing him right now.
Well, hurry it up. All the shopkeepers have agreed to testify against Owen. They're all here. I don't want to keep them waiting. Let me talk to Boulet.
Hey, Cap, listen.
Cobb.
Cap, can you hear me? You're
Cobb,
breaking up. If you can hear me, I'll call you back in a second.
Cobb, let me... Cobb?
So this is what you do with second chances, huh? You rob people. You kill them.
Assault. Civil damages. I'm gonna screw you up, Boulet.
Give me a reason. That rooftop. It was right over there. The guy you were with, I went back for him. He was dead in the water. You don't feel nothing, do you? No gratitude, guilt, nothing.
I got you to thank for that, my man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You see, when the waters were rising, and it looked like I might bite it, part of me felt good. Yeah. I thought, now you see, now we talking. God sent a hurricane to whip my ass. Maybe there is some justice. But then when you pulled me off that roof, and you put me in your little boat, oh, I saw things much clearer. God? Ain't no God. That other guy on the roof, he was down on his knees praying to God the whole time, begging God to let him live, going on and on about his family. Come on, man. The survival of the fittest. You looking at him, Boulet.
Not for long, Owen.
The world is full of people like you and people like me, Boulet. People like you don't pull the trigger. You blew my damn eardrums out, man! Hey, let's talk about this, okay? Ain't no need for it to be like this, yo. Let's talk about it. Look, man, don't be a fool, all right? I mean, people gonna hear this mess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. But they'll keep their mouth shut. You see, because people like you made that day reality. Look at me.
No, man. Come on, all right? Look
at me.
I will change, all right? I will change. No, look at my eyes. I will change. Look at my face. Look at my face. Boulet, you witness. Harley, call him off. Call him off. Boulet, let him go.
Cop, walk away. You don't need to be a part of this.
Let him go, man. The shopkeepers came through. They're gonna finger him as a group. We got 19 witnesses and more on the way. He's looking to do 10 to 12, hard time. And if the Praline man comes through, we got him on murders too. He's gonna spend the rest of his life in prison.
Don't you just be telling me this, Carl.
No. The DA, Lindsay Swan, she came through.
How? She's the one that said she couldn't do nothing for nobody.
Owen has been ripping shopkeepers off who ship goods across the country.
So?
That's interstate commerce. And that means it's a federal crime. Lindsay got the feds to kick in money to protect our witnesses around the clock until we can get this idiot for good.
And what happens when they just kick him free again, huh? When some shiny suit lawyer uses this right here to let him go.
You're right. Shoot him.
What?
Do it.
No. Come on.
It's probably cleaner that way.
No.
2 years ago, you made the wrong choice. Pull the trigger and make the right one. Do it! Shoot him. Play God, Boulet, and let's go home.
Come on, man, don't do this. Please, don't do this.
Shut up!
Please, man, don't do this. Don't do it, man. Don't shoot me, man. Don't shoot me.
Roscoe, huh? Unregistered. Probably hot. Just like any old street thug. That's what I figured. You bluffed him with an empty clip.
Wish that were true. Got that other clip for you right here.
You got 2 bullets left.
Yeah. First, I just wanted to remind him what it felt like to be a victim. See that look in his eyes again. Scare him to the edge of his life. Thought that's all I needed. But right in the middle of it, I felt something in me snap. And I was gonna do it. For real. I had 2 bullets left, and I knew right where I was gonna put them.
So you swapped out the clips to stop yourself. What brought you back?
I need a drink. You coming?
Not tonight. I got a thing.
Bring her.
It's not that type of thing. I'll see you, partner.
Owen Giles guilty as charged. Giles will be held over for sentencing. Court is adjourned.
Skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies. Do I see?
Blue skies. From now
She is really not good.
Well, if you think you could do better, bring it on.
Who's next?
Man.
Uh-oh. Sound like somebody put your name on the list.
Come on, man.
Come on, get up there. Grab a car.